The altar of the Order of the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War for obligation, and I assure you that taking this obligation, it will not conflict with any duty you may owe your God, your country, or yourself. If you are willing to proceed, you will place your left hand on the Bible. You will now grasp the standard of the flag with your right hand. You will say, I, pronounce your name and repeat after me.
I, David Soskin,
In the presence of the great Creator
in the presence of the great Creator
and witnessing members of this camp,
and witnessing members of this camp,
hereby, voluntarily and solemnly,
voluntarily and solemnly,
pledge myself
pledge myself
to support and defend the government
to support and defend the government
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
to offer my life, if need be,
to offer my life if need be,
to preserve the flag
to preserve the flag
from being lowered in defeat,
from being lowered in defeat,
to always observe the day
to always observe the day
set aside by the Grand Army of the Republic
set aside by the Grand Army of the Republic
as Memorial Day,
as Memorial Day,
sacred to the memory
sacred to the memory
of the Union soldiers and sailors
of the Union soldiers and sailors
of 1861 to 1865,
to 1861 to 1865,
and do all in my power
and do all in my power
to persuade others
to persuade others
to do the same,
to do the same,
to be faithful in all duties of citizenship,
to be faithful in all duties of citizenship,
to be obedient to the law of the land,
to be obedient to the law of the land,
to obey the Constitution
to obey the Constitution
and regulations of this order,
and regulations of this order,
and to promote actively
and to promote actively
its objects and interests,
its objects and interests,
always and everywhere.
always and everywhere.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I now show you the badge of the order. The inscription, Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War, reminds us of our high estate and our duty to our country. We are the sons of Union veterans. May we prove ourselves worthy of this title. The ribbon is a union of red, white, and blue, the colors of our country's flag. The red signifies the unstinted streams of blood shed that the blessings of a free government might be our heritage, and that our own blood is pledged to preserve the freedom and responsibilities we so gladly received. The blue tells us that true faith and allegiance which our forefathers held to their country and to each other, and charges us to be mindful of their example. The white represents peace, which with honor may our country always enjoy. The motto, preserved by the grace of God, reminds us that without the overruling hand of all-wise providence, the sacrifices of our forefathers could have afforded nothing, and that God's favor alone can secure the preservation of our liberties. Like the eagle, may we be quick to discover our country's needs, strong in its defense, and swift to carry out the objects of our order. Would you mind pinning this on for me? May you wear your badge long and proudly, and may it always be a guiding star to you in the discharge of your duties in private life and as the son of a Union veteran of the Civil War. Whenever the United States flag is passing or being passed in a formal manner as on a parade, members of the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War not in military uniform will salute the flag by removing their hat or cap. The headdress being held in the right hand opposite the left shoulder, right forearm against the breast. When not wearing a head cover, the right hand will be placed over the heart. This will not apply when the flag is flying from a staff, but only when supported by a color bearer. When giving the Pledge of Allegiance, stand with the right hand over the heart. On all occasions when the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, is played or sung, members of the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War should stand at attention with hat or cap removed. When seeking admission into a camp of Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War, in case the camp is in session, you will present your membership card to the guard at the door when he responds to your knock of 3 raps at the door. On being admitted, approach the altar and salute the commander, and on return of the salute, take your seat. On rising to speak, salute and say commander, and in crossing the floor, always pass in the rear of the altar. 1 rap will call the camp to order and seats the same when standing. 2 raps calls the officers and staff to their feet, and 3 raps calls up the entire camp. If deep in your heart there lives the love of freedom and patriotic devotion to the principles and institutions for which your forefather fought, then no personal danger, no selfish consideration can quench the love and make you ungrateful or disloyal to the flag of the United States of America. Let us then entwine each thread of its glorious fabric around our hearts, and catching the spirit that breathes upon us from the battles and the victories of America's sons, let us resolve that now and forever we will stand for that flag and the principles and institutions it symbolizes. It was waved over our cradles. Let us make the high resolve that unchanged and unstained as it came from the hands of our fathers, it shall wave over our graves. Guide, conduct the candidate to the Secretary's desk to sign the camp's membership book and present him again to this station. Officers and brothers, I take great pleasure in introducing Brother Susskind, bound to us by the sacred ties of fraternity, charity, and loyalty. Let us give him a friendly welcome.
Welcome. Would you like to be I can give you a job like right now.